Hello, welcome. I'm Jeremy from the First Grade Cafe. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and ideas to use while you're self-isolating. All right, so I have already actually done a podcast on this idea, but it was bigger than what I thought it was going to be. So I did the whole podcast and then I kept coming up with more ideas. I didn't want to do another podcast, so I figured I'd just put this onto the YouTube channel. So you guys maybe can get some ideas too, maybe if you're not listening to the podcast. If you want to check out the podcast, I have listed it down below, so you can go check that out. And it's just some ideas of things to do while you're self-isolating. They're a little bit more of the fun things, but here we're going to jump into some more creative or productive type of ideas. So, and I have my iPad right here in front of me that has my list of things. So I might be looking down every once in a while. I'm sorry. The first one has to do with writing. Dear Journal, today I am filming a video for YouTube about things to do while you are self-isolating. I hope people like the video and subscribe. With writing, there's so much that's involved in what you can do with writing. I'm just going to throw out some ideas here. One is you can start a journal. Like I have my journal here. I got this from Amazon for like $12 or $13. It's a Lamome brand. But before that, I was just using, I don't know where it's at, just some cheap notebook that I had. And I just started journaling, and I just journal things that pop into my head to help me get it out and start my day. So that's something you can do. You can start a journal. It can be a journal about anything. I use mine as more of a mental health journal, but you can do like journal prompts or whatever your thing is. If you want to do a journal, you can do a journal about anything. Another fun one might be to do is maybe like memory type of a memory journal. So each day you can write something about whatever happens that day, and then stick some pictures or stuff in there too. So another one you can do is you can start a blog. So they're all over. Everybody's doing them. If you haven't already done one, you can start a blog. I have a blog. It's not the best. About anything you want to start a blog about. You can start a blog about food. You can start a blog about blogs. I don't know. Just come up with ideas. So you can start a blog. There's free ones out there. Wix, WordPress. Is Blogger still around? Another one, you can write a book. So if you have an idea, you can write a book, you can write a short story, you can write a bunch of short stories, you can write poems, you can write whatever it is you feel like writing about, you can write. The next one, let's stick on that whole thing, reading. So reading is a big one for me. I love reading, and you guys have probably seen it if you follow my Instagram and stuff. I post my stuff that I'm reading on my Instagram. However, reading is not always the number one thing you can do. You can also listen to your books. My places that I get my books from is the library. So I read on my Kindle, so I go on and get my ebooks, I get my audiobooks from the library. You do sometimes have to wait because, people have holds on the books. But, you can do a whole bunch in a row, and then as they become available, then you can get them. I've had some issues with that, though, where they all come at the same time. So you read books, listen to audiobooks. Another one on the creative side is just being creative. Do something that is a creative outlet for you. So that could be drawing or doodling or painting, some kind of artwork. You can do mixed media where you're ripping stuff out of pages out of books and sticking them down or whatever your passion could be. Photography is another one. I mean, that's something you can do. You can walk around your yard and take photos. You can go down the street while you're taking a walk, which we'll get to in a minute. You can take photos. So photography is another good one. So drawing, doodling, some painting, photography. You can create music using music apps. Talked a little bit about that on my podcast, and I use ones that are from Amplify, and I make my own beats. stuff. Just kind of a fun thing that I like to do. And so you can do that on your iPad, you can do it on your computer. So you can create music of yourself. If you like to sing and do those, you can create music to put on SoundCloud or on YouTube or wherever. You can bake. Let me mute this. You can cook if you like cooking. Oh, another great one is try the new things that keep coming out. So like the big thing on TikTok is the whipped coffee. You can try that. Those big fads that are coming around, you can jump on board onto that and do that. You can sew, you can knit, you can crochet, you can do a puzzle. Okay, so tons of creative aspects that are out there. I probably missed some, so if you have any that you know, just listen down below. Another big one is communicating. So just because we're social distancing does not mean that you can't communicate with people. So call people that you don't call very often. You can Zoom with people. You can FaceTime. A big one that I saw on, I don't know whose vlog it was, they were doing an app called House Party where all these people jump on and it's on your phone, it's an app, and they get on, it's kind of like Zoom, but then they have like music playing and they all talk and they do funny stuff and they play games and all these things. So it's called House Party. That's another one you can do if you want to communicate with your friends and you want to have a fun time. Maybe you want to do, like maybe you're used to going out drinking and going out to bars and going out clubbing or whatever it is kids now do nowadays. You can get the House Party app like Zoom, but more ramped up. So communicate, go out and talk to people that you haven't talked to in a while still in 6th grade part. So do it all virtually. Another one is you can learn new things.
Hey guys, today I'll be talking about how I changed my second-hand shop dolls from this grubby, tangly mess into something a little more fabulous like this. I'll be talking about how I repair.
So maybe you want to learn how to crochet. You can go onto YouTube, find crochet apps. You can use Skillshare as, I think you get it free for like a month or two. Sometimes I did my 2 months. I got through somebody's, like you can type on YouTube, type in Skillshare, and I bet you somebody has a free trial for 2 months of Skillshare that you can borrow or use or whatever you can sign up for. You don't have to keep it. Find those opportunities to learn something new. So this would be a good time. Maybe you want to practice more editing on your videos. You could do that. If you want to do more audio, maybe you want to start a podcast so you want to learn about podcasting. If you want to learn about drawing, want to learn about painting, now's your time to do it when you're stuck inside your house. Another one, exercise. So now's your time. So if you don't have any more excuses about, I'm so busy, I cannot go outside, I cannot go exercise. Well, guess what? If you're stuck at home, you might as well exercise. So going out for walks, taking your dogs for walks, taking yourself out for a walk. This will be that time you can incorporate some other things too. If you want to do some photography, get outside, go exercise. Does not mean you have to go be with other people, but at least you're getting outside, you're doing something. Another great way is exercising. There are tons, and I'm actually getting ready to do a class pretty soon, in about an hour. There's a lot of people that get on and do Instagram Live workouts. That's what I'm going to be doing is an Instagram Live. You can find YouTube videos on exercise. A lot of the exercise places like Planet Fitness, the YMCA, Orange Theory, a whole bunch of them are doing virtual classes now that are free, so you can get on there. In your living room, put on your iPad, set it up, and you can do your workout. So no more excuses for not exercising when we can do it virtually now. So, and the very last one is deep cleaning. Cheese up. Now's the time to deep clean. Get in there, clean up those crumbs of the chips that got stuck down inside your couch while you're binge watching Tiger King on Netflix. Get all that cleaned out. Clean all your countertops, sanitize, scrub down the bathtub, vacuum all your house underneath your bed, reorganize things. So now's that time you can do all that too. So if you have any other ideas of things that you can do during self-isolation, you can link them You can comment down below. Check out my podcast for more ideas of things you can do while you're self-isolating. And thank you for watching. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the little bell notification to get notified every single time I post. And follow me on all my social media lists down below. I do use my Instagram a lot, especially my Instagram stories, to post tips and fun lifestyle type things that I like to do. So don't forget to always remember to be you. Until next time, bye.